Okay, let's have a quick look at the particle emitters in the library. There you can see them there. They are set into all the different categories, or all of the different particles are down the bottom here. So get some nice effects. Again, we'll go through this briefly here, but again, the three separate colors there, you can change them again in the gradients in your inspector. Also, that will be various elements there, which we can get rid of some of the elements if you want a completely different looking aurora type effect there. Okay, I'm just going to find the one called Brilliant because there's lots to change on that one, and it looks pretty horrific at the start, so you generally wouldn't use that. Okay, when adding in these sort of things to your timeline, you should either make sure your playhead's at the start so that it records from the start, or if you keep it continually playing, it will apply it from the beginning. Okay, so we'll start changing the colors here first. I'm just going to pause it briefly, and you can see here I'm selecting my text, but I can't select anywhere else, so I would like to select a certain layer. So to do your layers, if you pull at the side here, the layers tab should come up. If it's not working, because that was a bit difficult there, your layers are also in your windows. So it's Brilliant I want to work on, so that allows me to select the Brilliant area. Okay, so now I can go to the inspector. Emitter you don't have with all particle filters, but the emitter is what this comes out as. If we go down, we can see our different colors over life. And you can see there's a lot more colors, a lot more gradients. So I'm just going to change some obvious ones so you can see how straightforward that is to do again. Bit of green there. I'm not enjoying those oranges at all, so let's take it to there. And again, we've got our gradients, so bring some more red into that bit. So again, colors straightforward to change again. Because this is an animated effect here, we also have the scale, location. If I change the scale, so the scale obviously, and if you change the review emitters to a really small piece, that could become like just a tiny wee ellipsis at the top of an eye or something. Okay, so there are more uses than instead of these incredibly obvious looking effects that we have to work with here. Other areas here though as well, if you go to, this isn't for all the different emitters, but just to show how different you can get from these things. These are all different elements, these sharp spikes here. So if we go to, I think it's speed randomness, it breaks up all the different effects here. And if that was slowed down in the background or something, you know, you've got some nice effects for title pages. And again, changing the different colors, changing the life randomness. All of these different elements here is going to change the look of your film. One other thing while we go here, layers wise, we really want this text on the top here. So to do that with your layers here, every time you add a new filter, it's going to go on top, same as in Final Cut when you add to video 1, then video 2, then video 3. So if I take the type here, bring it up 1, it appears on top of the other graphics. So that's how you would do that as well. Okay, this is starting to stagger a bit because there's a lot for motion to think of all at one time here. So if you want to see exactly the effect of the effects you're doing, if you go to Mark, RAM Preview, Play Range, it will give a quick render of this area so you can see how smooth the effects are. You can see if you need to change the speed down or anything, just to see if it's what you're looking to do. So just let that do that. Now I play, much smoother. Obviously you can have as many effects as you want on these areas here as well. Entirely up to you, just experiment as much as you can. Right, I'm now just going to delete the Brilliant because I just want to do one more thing with the text here. So just on my laptop I just need to cut that out, and then we're back to our simple text. Okay, we also have, if I select this, we have behaviors and filters up the top here. I'm going to add a behaviors to this one. The behaviors, as you can see here, are like the fade ins and fade outs. and a lot more transitions, a lot less corporate than the basic ones that you get in Final Cut. If you're going to add one of these, you should be playing first so that it knows to add it to the start or the end of your text bar. So my timeline is playing. I'll just add one of the glows because they're nice. Let's try and mutate. Okay, we've missed that there, so start. Okay, that's staggered again, so it won't go that slowly. And there's the timeline playing properly. We can make that effect happen quicker by just dragging it backwards. And we can also, if you're going to continually tweak this and you want to just look at your effect, your play range here, you can bring your out point down a bit. So it just plays that area, so you don't have to wait for the whole piece to play through or keep pressing your icon, your cursor back to the left. Okay, let me do a quick round preview of that just to see if that's much smoother than it looks. Much quicker preview because we've only got this area to render. She just doesn't see. You can see the nice effect there. Also, as we're working on mutate, and we have mutate highlighted here, you can see in your behaviors now we have something we can tweak. So let's just have a look at the glow again. I've changed it so it's now going to stagger, and you can see more blur effect. So yeah, everything you can do. There's lots you can do with motion. Next semester we'll have 3 or 4 classes looking at some more elements. You can do 3D cameras. The use of the filters is very good. The green screen I still prefer in Final Cut, but I can go through that at some point as well. But I think we'll leave it there, and good luck with the whatever you're doing. Okay, tatty bye.